What's going on, you guys? Mason Ramon here, and welcome to another kaiju figure review. Sorry, I had a bit of a brain fart there. Anyways, you all voted for this one. This is gonna be another NECA Godzilla figure review. So let's get on to it. Here he is, the NECA Godzilla 1985 figure. Now, I've seen online, on YouTube or Google Plus, Facebook, saying, like, half the people say this figure is really awesome, and another half saying that this figure is incredibly terrible. Well, an opinion's an opinion. But let's get on to my opinion with this. Let's start off with the detail. So, here we go. I'm just gonna put the camera up. I'm just gonna hold the camera up like this so I can, get a good interpretation on the details. That's right. So looking at the head here, the head actually looks, the head is like the best part of the figure because it resembles the 1985 figure. I'm going to close the mouth there. It resembles the 1985 figure and it captures it really, really nicely. But going down to the chest here. Oh, sorry about that. My dogs are going nuts. Going down to the chest here, he doesn't have a flat chest. He has a bit of a pectoral region. They don't look like pecs. It looks flat. It looks like a flat chest, kind of like mine. Whatevs. So yeah, I'll show you a photograph later. The arms, they're kind of thin. Like the arms, they look a little anorexic, in my opinion. They're kind of thin. They were just a tad bit thicker in the movie. But one of the worst parts is down here. Okay. He does not have a gut. He does not have a gut. He has a thin body with pecs. And he has thunder thighs, too. 80s Godzilla does not have thunder thighs. And this is a big problem that people pointed out. The overgrown toenail. And I'm like, what the hell? The toenail grew out a little bit? I'm like, what the hell? I don't know what they did there. It's just kind of strange. But the detail on this guy, the detail itself is good, but the sculpt, the general sculpt, it's like, I don't know, it doesn't resemble 80s Godzilla too much. The head is like the best part because it resembles 80s Godzilla perfectly. Anyways, the spines, they're too small. The biggest spine, it does make it pop out a little bit, but the spines, all of them, should be a little bit bigger and more jagged. Because these look a little more organized. Yeah, I mean, that's a bit of a downfall. And the tail is quite short, too. The tail should be a little bit longer. The tail should be a lot longer. It should be like probably about out to here. I think about here. And that would be a good tail. So yeah, the detail on this guy is good, but the general sculpt is not too good. Okay, let's move on to the paint job of this guy. So, for the paint job, it's actually it's accurate. Let's see. The overall skin colors are charcoal black. He's got, the derpy brown eyes. Let me just open the mouth. He's got a pink tongue with a brown spot on it. It looks like he ate shit or something like that. And he's got some yellowish teeth with some kind of brown highlighting over it. And it's not bleeding through any gums or anything, and that's a good thing. So the teeth on this guy, it's really nice, and it does make it stand out. The spines are actually they're textured and they're white with, the black in it, but a big problem with the spines, I forgot to mention earlier, is that they're incredibly thin. It's thin like paper, and they could break kind of easily. So you have to be careful with that. I wish they could have made them a bit thicker, so you wouldn't have to worry about it. Okay, again with the toenail, it's like a peach brown tan. Also, I have noticed, if you look real closely, you can see that there's some kind of a blue wash running down this guy. It's not as noticeable as the other figures, but that's okay. But But I'm glad it's not an overly green or something like that, or incredibly blue. But that's fine. It's barely noticeable anyways. The best part you can notice them is on the spines. But that's okay. So yeah, that's the paint job for this guy. Let's move on to articulation. First, the head, the top of the head can go up and down like this. Pretty good range. And can go side to side. 360 degrees. The jaw can open up. And if you put his head up further, you can open his mouth wider. Like that. And that's actually kind of cool too. The neck can go up and down just a little bit and can rotate 360. So yeah, it's a pretty good range of movement there. I like that. The torso you just gotta be careful with the spines. The torso can go up and down just a little bit and can rotate, but just be careful with the spines. That's something you have to be really careful about with this figure. Okay, the arms, the shoulders can rotate 360 degrees. It's a little stiff. Let's see. The elbows can go in and out just a little bit though, and it's also stiff and can rotate a little bit too. And the hands, they're in really tiny hands, and yeah, they can swivel just a little bit. Looks like it's about to pop off, so I gotta be careful. Yeah, they can swivel and rotate. That's good. It's on a ball joint. That's good. Now for the legs. The thighs can rotate like this. Not 360 because they're so freaking chunky. You know, that's a problem. They're so chunky. Knees, they can go this far back and this far forward. And now for the foot, it's on a hinge. It's on a ball joint. You can have it go this far. That's a pretty good range of movement there. And it can rotate. And that's actually cool. Now for the tail. It's got 1, 2, 3. It's got 4 ball joints on the tail. So you can do it like this. Kind of like a Monster Arts or something like that. And at the very tip is a bendy wire. When I hate those. Because bendy wires, they can break kind of easily. So, yeah. And that's kind of funky, I guess. So yeah, that's articulation for this guy. Now, since 80s Godzilla has, like, no opponent or anything, I am not going to do size comparison with this guy. But, to make up for that, I will show you a photograph comparing it to this figure. Now, as you can see, the head's perfectly fine. The arms are a bit thicker. You know, he doesn't have a gut. His pecs are out further. He doesn't have thunder thighs. The spine should be a lot bigger, and the tail a lot longer as well. So yeah, that's just a quick comparison with the 80s Godzilla. Now before wrapping things up, this guy, I heard that they got discontinued, but they're still pretty common to find. Depends on what store you go to. So yeah, this figure, overall, I am grateful that NECA decided to make a 80s Godzilla because I could not find another brand of 80s Godzilla anywhere else. So yeah, I'm grateful that they made this guy, but there's a ton of flaws on him. So I'm gonna go give him a grade. I will give the NECA 1985 Godzilla a 6.7 out of 10. And so that's it. I hope you guys enjoy this review. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more kaiju figure reviews. Also, quick shout out to Louis Duran. He makes some really nice videos and awesome Godzilla movies as well. So if you want to subscribe to him, the link is down in the description below. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Have a good day.